Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone. Depende kung anong oras nyo siya panonoodin. Anyway, here is our lesson 2 in Mathematics in the Modern World, which is mathematical language. So, in this lesson, we will talk about mathematical language. But I hope that you will watch the YouTube video that I already sent to you sa ating group chats before you proceed in this video. Okay, so that's a very short introduction for this lesson, and I hope you learned a lot in this video. And as what I've said, if you have questions and you want to consult something about this lesson, you can ask me through our group chats or email me at my Gmail account. Okay, so the activity for this video in the scheduled date of our supposedly online meeting class. And here is my presentation. Okay, so our lesson for today is about mathematical language. So in this chapter or lesson, we will discuss 4 subtopics. We have the characteristics of mathematics language. So ano ba ang pinagkaiba niya sa ibang language like English, scientific language, and so on. The truth of sentences. This means that the validity of the sentence, either it's true or false. Pero let's try to see if there are sentences that sometimes true, sometimes false. We will also discuss the terms used in mathematics language. I know you already learned some terms because since elementary days naman, meron na tayong math na di-discuss na ibang terms. But I think there are terms that are new or bago sa inyong pandinig in this lesson. Those are the terms na madalas nating magagamit throughout discussing this subject and sa kung anong subject pa. And we will also discuss the unit of measurement. But in this video, we will have a very short introduction about unit of measurement because you will have a different activity for that. Okay, different lesson that we will have for the unit of measurement kasi medyo mahaba siya. Okay? So, let's proceed. Yun nga, language of mathematics and measurements, and that is used in this modern world. So learners will also know how to transform mathematical sentences into English sentences or vice versa. But there is a question. Ano ba yung question? Do we consider mathematics as a language? Is mathematics a really language? Lengguwahe ba siya? Sino gumagamit? Ano ang mga words na ginagamit? Okay? So, if your answer is yes, ma'am, ang mathematics language siya kasi meron siyang mga terms na ginagamit na hindi naman pwedeng gamitin, na hindi naman ginagamit sa English or other languages. Yes, that's correct. Mathematics is also a language. But, of course, there are katumbas. May mga katumbas yung mga language na ginagamit natin sa math sa, of course, in a general language that we will have in English. Halimbawa, diba sinasabi nila, ano daw Tagalog ng square root? O yun, ano ba Tagalog ng square root? Kung ang 1/2 ay kalahati sa Tagalog or sa Filipino, ano kaya ang Tagalog ng 1/4? Ng 1/8? Ng 3/4? Paano kaya Tagalogin ng fraction, di ba? And ano ang ibig sabihin ng mga constant numbers natin sa mathematics? So, that becomes the uniqueness of mathematics. Kaya very interesting siyang pag-aralan. Kasi, yun yung mga meron lang sa math. Okay? But, of course, mathematics has own characteristics. Okay? Masasabi natin that the language of mathematics makes it easy to convey the kinds of thoughts that mathematicians like to say. Halimbawa, hindi mo naman pwedeng sabihin yung ganitong kadaming word kung pwede naman siya i-simplify into, for example, I have apples, mangoes, strawberries, cherries, bananas, pineapples. Ang dami mo sinabi. You can actually say, I have fruits, different kinds of fruits. So, di ba, may iisang klase lang siya. So, parang ganon. It is, the language of mathematics is, number one, it's precise. When we say precise, it is able to make very fine differences. Okay, so meron siyang very specific at pinakaiba sa iba. Of course, mathematics language is also concise. Ano ba yung ibig sabihin ng concise? When we say concise, it is able to express things briefly. Pwede mong sabihin in short, instead na sabihin mo, mayroon akong ganito, ganito. Meron po akong prutas. Marami po akong prutas. 'Di ba? Pwedeng ganon. Okay? And also, language of mathematics is powerful. Why do we say it is powerful? Because mathematics can able to say complex thoughts with relative ease. Halimbawa, paano ba natin masasabi that numbers do not have endings? It's endless. We can say that in one word. So, infinite, di ba? Ginagamit natin na word na infinite to describe that a thing or, for example, a number has no endings. So, hindi siya natatapos. So, parang ganon ang mathematics. Kaya, this is very interesting. Okay. So, first, let's discuss let's try to learn or focus on differences ng mathematics language sa English language. Bakit English? Kasi yun ang, of course, that's a general language that we have, and para mas makuha natin maintindihan pa natin. Kaya halimbawa, meron tayong mga, what do you call this, verbs that we are using in English. Is, are, has, have. For example, the capital of Idaho is boys. I have assignments. What do we say that a sentence, the words is composed, the combined words can be considered as a sentence. Masasabi natin na isa siyang pangungusap, 'di ba? Kapag kumpleto yung thought niya, may ibig sabihin. Okay, that is the essence of sentences. It's a composed of words with complete thought. Ganon din sa math. Meron din ganon sa math. But we used different symbols, which is this one. Okay, I'm sorry. Siya ay nasulatan. Okay. So, these are the symbols that we are using in mathematics to say that a mathematical sentence is a complete thought. We have equal, of course, that is very useful. Equal and not equal. We also have, let's use the red one. Okay, not equal. So, parang ganyan siya kung hindi masyadong makita. So, you will just put a slash. We also have less than. Minsan nakalilito pa rin ako dito kung pag nakaganito, less than, and then greater than. Okay, we also have less than or equal to and greater than or equal to. For example, 3 plus 7 is equals to 10. We will consider this as a mathematical sentence since there is an equal sign. So, itong mga sign na to, masasabi na ito ang mga ginagamit para makumpleto ang thought ng isang mathematical sentence. Okay? For example, W plus X is greater than or equal to Y minus Z. Okay. So, because of this symbol and this one, 3x over 7 is greater than 22. Okay? So, again, ulitin ko. We will consider a mathematical sentence if there are symbols that includes or included ang equal, unequal, less than, greater than, or greater than, or equal to, and less than, or equal to. Okay? So, parang ganyan din siya. Parang katulad din siya dito sa English sentence. Okay, next. Siyempre, kung may sentence tayo, meron din tayong phrases. Sa Tagalog, parirala. O yung mga hindi kumpletong pangungusap. May thought pero hindi siya kumpleto. Parang ganun. Okay? Let's take a look of this table. So, in English, we have nouns and phrases. When we say noun, it's a word, sometimes it's pronoun, used to identify any class of people, places, or things. So, instead of saying si Lorna, si Anna, si Faye, you can say it in a pronoun of, you use of the word she, di ba? She is a pronoun. So, this word she is used to say that the subject o yung pinatutukuyan mo ay isang babae. So, ganun ang noun, di ba? So, phrase is a small group of words standing together as a conceptual unit, typically forming a component of a clause. So, yun nga, parang word siya, pero hindi siya hindi complete yung thought. Meron din ganon sa mathematics, and we call it as mathematical expression. Okay, expression lang siya. For example, half the sum of x and y. Ano naman kung may half the sum of x and y? Parang gano'n ang expression. Parang gano'n ang mathematical expression. 48 is 48 less than 3 is equal to, walang is equal to, 'di ba? So pag gano'n, pag walang symbol na diniscuss natin kanina, siya ay isang expression. Okay. Or kung may mga operations lang siya, like 1 plus 3 plus 5, so kung may mga operations siya na plus, or addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, pag mga ganyan lang siya at wala siyang mga equality or inequality sign, it's an example of expression, like x and x minus y. Okay? Ano naman yung pronoun sa mathematical sentence? Ito yung mga letters na ginagamit natin to describe or to to represent a number, an unknown number. Okay? So, those are phrases. And for further symbols that we are using in mathematics, for mathematical sentence and mathematical expression, here is the table of symbols. So, syempre, alam na natin yung mga operations, 'di ba? Plus, minus, times, divide. Pero sa class, iwasan na natin yung paggamit ng word na minus, ha? Times. You can actually say subtracted from, para medyo upgraded, medyo social. Kasi minus elementary pa lang ginagamit na natin yan. Okay? And then times it's the another term we can use or word is multiply. Multiplied to, multiply by, and so on. Okay. Greater than, less than, greater than, equal to. I think you already know this. This one, we will always use this symbol. It is read as an element of. Okay? Later on, in the later topics, malalaman natin kung saan siya ginagamit. And this symbol, sa calculator, exponent to eh. Sa calculator na parang basic, this is exponent sa mga keys. Pero, sa mathematics, we use this as conjunction. Ang ibig sabihin niyan, and. So, parang kunyari, meron kang A, may ganyan ka, ibig sabihin, A and B ang base dyan. So, pag ganyan. And of course, yung kabilang symbol niya, this is disjunction. Or naman yan. Sa union set kasi yan. So, pag may ganyan, ang ibig sabihin yan is A or B. Pag sinabing and, pinagsama, di ba? A and B. A at saka B. Pag sinabi naman disjunction, A or B. A o kaya B. So, ganun siya. We also have this inverted U. This is intersection. So, kung ano yung similar sa dalawang term. So, we use this at intersection. Union, pinagsama, para siyang conjunction. And then, this symbol, therefore. So, madalas ko rin gamitin niya kasi ang haba-haba ng word na therefore. Ang haba niya isulat. So, ganyan na lang. Okay? Marami pang symbols na ginagamit sa math. Yung mga, di ba sa angle, meron tayong mga ganyan. Theta. Tapos, meron tayong infinite. Tapos, meron tayong ganyan. Diniscuss natin sa last, yung ganyan, approximate to, or similar to. So, marami pang symbols na may encounter tayo as we go on to our lessons in this subject. But here are the general symbols. Okay, next. Let's proceed to truth of sentences. When we say truth of sentences, this talks about if the sentence is true or false. Yung validity. Yung, what do you call this? Yung, kung reliable ba yung sinasabi. O yung isang sentences. So, the view of truth, so property of being true or false is of a fundamental importance in the mathematical language. Halimbawa, sinasabi nilang 1 plus 1, ang sagot daw 11. Bakit kaya 11? Tama ba yun? Or hindi tama? Sinasabi na iba, tama. Kasi wala naman daw equal sign, kaya 11. Sinasabi naman ng iba, hindi. Kasi, pag pinagsama mo ang isa sa isa, dalawa yun. Diba? Alin ba talaga doon ang tama, ang totoo? This can only determine if and only if the given set of words is a sentence, of course. Let's have these examples. The word cat begins with the letter K. Siyempre, ang kanyang sagot is false. Siyempre, cat nga eh. Letter C talaga yun. Hindi naman Tagalog ng cat is K-A-T, kundi pusa, diba? So, that is the truth of sentences. 6 subtracted to 4 is equal to 2. That is correct. Because of the operations involved, which is subtraction. Ganon din sa 8 plus 2 equals 9. The operation used is addition. So, when we say addition, pagsamahin yung 8, isama mo sa 2 sa 2, dapat ang sagot ay 10. So, the truth of sentences is, of course, it's false. X minus 7, ito, meron na tayong tinatawag na unknown variable, which is represented by a letter. So, x minus 7 equals 0. We cannot say that this is true only. We cannot say that this is false only. We can say that sometimes it's true, sometimes it's false. Because there is an unknown variable. Halimbawa, yung x pala dyan, ang ibig sabihin, 7. So, 7 minus 7 equals 0. That is true. Paano kapag ang x pala dyan, 9? 9 minus 7 is equals to, is it equal to 0? No. So, dapat false siya. So, x is a variable that can be pronoun or represented to any or for any number. S plus 3 is equals to 3 plus s. This becomes true because of the property, commutative property. Ano ba, ma'am, yung commutative property? Ito yung kapag kahit bali-baligtarin mo, as long as it's addition and multiplication ang nasa gitna, ang operations na gamit, parehas pa din ang sagot. Halimbawa, yung S dyan is, for example, 7. So, 7 plus 3 is also the same as 3 plus 7. Parehas pa rin naman na 10 ang sagot. So, kahit anong value ng S sa sentences na to, sa mathematical sentence na yan, true pa rin siya because of the property commutative. It's the same thing in the last two examples. W plus 0 is equal to W, and 1 times Y or multiplied to Y is also Y because of the zero property and identity property. When we say zero property, any number added to 0 is also the number itself. Ganon din sa identity property. Any number multiplied to 1 is the number itself. So, yon ang truth of sentences. What will you learn about this topic? Hindi lahat ng sinasabi ng isang tao ay pwedeng totoo. Pwedeng totoo, pwedeng hindi. Totoo sa ibang bagay, mali sa ibang bagay. Pero, pwede nyo siyang, pwede nyong tignan yung kanyang sinasabi kung paano siya magiging totoo, hindi. Siyempre, kailangan ng mga proof. Okay? Kailangan ng mga explanations. So, parang gano'n ang truth of sentences. This time, we will transform mathematical sentence or mathematics sentence into English sentences. But, let's discuss first what variable is. Ito yung parang pronoun kanina. Parang parehas lang siya. Sometimes thought as a mathematical jando because you can use it as a placeholder when you want to talk about something. So, una, you imagine, ano nga yun? So, you imagine that it has one or more values but you didn't know what are they. So, ginagamit natin yung variable. Kapag hindi natin ma-identify, halimbawa, paano nyo i-represent yung lahat ng numero? Diba? How will you represent 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Lahat ng numero. Either negative, non-negative, fraction. Okay, we use the symbol this, which is real numbers. Lahat ng existing numbers. So, ito lang yan. Para masabi mo lahat ng numero. Ano nga naman sabihin mo, mag-recite ka ng numero. Para masabi mo lang yung gusto mong sabihin, yung thought mo. Okay? So, that is the essence of a variable. Also, you want whether you say about it to be equally true for all elements in a given set. That's correct. And so you don't want to be restricted to considering only a particular or concrete value for it. So, ganon ang essence ng variable. Okay? To represent something. Let's take a look of these examples. The first example, a number added to 3 is 7. It's an English sentence, di ba? Pero, ano ang katumbas niya sa mathematical sentence? Of course, we discussed the symbols, we discussed the numbers. Paano siya sa math? Paano ko siya isusulat? A number, so for example, we will use a number, halimbawa, x. Mahilig naman tayo dyan sa letter x. A number added, when we say added, of course, the operation involved is addition. So, plus. 3 is equal, ang katumbas niya sa mathematical sentence ay equal 7. So, a number added to 3 is 7. So, that's how you change the English sentence to mathematical sentence. The difference between 5 and a number is 3. Okay, parang parehas lang kanina. 5. Difference is a word for subtraction. Minus a number is equal to 3. Although alam natin na yung x, 2 ang pwedeng ipalit dyan, kasi 3 nga ang sagot, pero we didn't say 2. A difference between 5 and 2. We, sa given, it's a number. So, you represent a number. Anyway, not only letter x ang pwedeng ipalit. Okay, let's try to get, solve this example number 3. The product of a number and a number and 8 is 16. Okay. So, parang may tatlo numero. Yung numero ay yung isang numero plus yung isang numero at saka yung 8 is equal to 16. So, ito multiply dito, multiply to 8, 16 daw. So, you can write it, for example, a number which is A times another number. So, magkaiba kasi, di ba? Times 8 is equals to 16. Pwedeng ganyan. Pero masyadong mahaba. Okay? Pwede naman ganito. A number and a number. So, AB. This means that A times B. And 8. So, usually, una natin sinusulat sa expression yung numero bago yung letter. So, pwede, hindi natin pwede ilagay yung 8 dito kasi parang yung AB 8. So, you need to write it here. So, 8AB. So, this means 8 times A times B. Anyway, kahit pagbalik-balik rin mo yan, kahit maging ano yan, 8BA. Same procedure. Because of multiplication property. So, this equals to daw to 16. So, pwedeng ganyan. Either of the two sentences is correct, pero we usually write it in this way. Ayan. Next, A number divided by 2 is 8. So, a number divided by 2 is equal to 8. You can write it also in this way, using fraction. So, a number divided by 2 is equal to 8. So, parang ganun siya. Twice. Twice. When we say twice, it indicates that this is number 2. Dalawang beses. Parang multiplied to 2. Parang ganun. Twice the sum of x and y. Okay? Twice the sum of x and y. So, we will consider the last phrase. Dito muna tayo. Sum of x and y. Kukunin nyo muna yung sum niya, tapos saka nyo kukunin yung twice. Paano yon? So, of course, you will use the PEMDAS rule. Okay? So, x plus y, yung sum nito, kaya tayo may ginagamit ng parenthesis. Then, multiplied to 2. Yan ang ibig sabihin niya. Twice the sum of x and y. Okay? So, I'll help you understand this part. The ratio of 12 to 3 is 4. When we say ratio, the operation here is division. Parang ganito. Parang ito. Okay? So, parang 12 over 3 is equals to 4. Yan ang ibig sabihin niya. I hope you understand this part because there will be more activities about this topic. Oh, we also have this one. Jenny's age 2 years from now. So, we will represent Jenny's age as, ano bang letter? Sabihin natin Y. Yan. Again. Y. No. Jenny's age 2 years from now. So, kung ngayon, next 2 years pa. So, mag-a-add ka ng 2. So, the mathematical expression will be y plus 2. Where y is the Jenny's age. Okay? Okay, next part. Are the keywords. These are the some keywords that we are using para kung anong operations ang pwede siya. Yeah, so, please read this. Okay? So, pag-addition, pwedeng yan. Sum, plus, added to, total of, combine, more than, increase. Pag-subtraction, ito namang words na to. So, left, less than, fewer than. So, usually, we always use this decreased by. Of course, minus, alam na natin yan. Pag naman multiplications of, usually, ginagamit natin ito sa words na rate, percent, yan. Pag the word of, which means multiply. Increase by a factor of. So, yan. Yung kanina, twice. So, ibig sabihin, times 2. And then, division per, out of, ratio, quotient, percent, equal pieces, or split. So, you are dividing something. Okay. Let's try to translate the word problem into one mathematical sentence. A special cupcake recipe needs 6 cups of sugar before baking and another 5 cups of sugar after baking. What is the total amount of sugar needed in the recipe? So, syempre, elementary days para lang mag-add ka ng 6 and 5, which is 11. But, the direction is you need to translate. Translate lang. Hindi mo siya totally sasagutan. Hindi mo siya sasagutan. Yung problem, ililipat mo lang into mathematical sentence. Ganun lang. Okay. Halimbawa, what do you call this? The value that you need to represent here is cups of sugar. Kasi yun naman ang tanong, di ba? Yun naman ang pinaka-question. So, for example, we will let n represents as cups, number of cups of sugar. So, if you will translate this, sabi, 6 cups of sugar, so 6 plus 5 cups of sugar after baking, and then equals to what is the total amount. So, pag sinabing total amount, addition yun, di ba? So, plus 5 is equals to n. So, this is the correct translation of this problem. Right? Let's have another example. The height of a walk-in freezer is 1, more than twice the height of Drake. If the height of a walk-in freezer combined to the height of Drake, it yields to 16 feet. So, pag pinagsama mo yung height ng freezer at saka height ni Drake, 16 daw. What is the height of the Drake and a walk-in freezer? So, how will you solve it? Okay. So, let's have this first phrase. The height of a walk-in freezer is more than twice the height of Drake. Okay? Let us represent for ano namang letter M. Halimbawa, M. Kasi we will represent M as the height of a walk-in freezer. Diba? Yan daw yung height ng walk-in freezer. Represented as M. Yung height naman ni Drake, twice. So, kung ito yung freezer, multiply mo to 2. Ito yung height ni Drake. So, times 2 nung height ng freezer. So, this means, it becomes 2m. Ayan naman yung height ni Drake. Height, Drake's height. Ay, nawala ang G. So, this is Drake's height. Now, how will you translate this into mathematical sentence? Sabi, if the height of the walk-in freezer, so that is M, combined to, when we say combined to, this pertains to addition. Height of Drake yields to, equals to, parang ganun, 16 feet. So, this is the correct answer. Again, you don't need to solve the problem. Just to translate it into mathematical problem. This one, the sum of the 3 consecutive integers is 3. Parang hirap niya na. Parang ang ikli pero mahirap. Dali lang yan. Basta naiintindihan nyo yung problem. Pag pinag-add mo daw, yung magkakasunod, when you say consecutive, magkakasunod na integers, dapat ang sagot is 23. Paano mo i-represent yon? how will you represent the integers or the consecutive integer? So, for example, to. Let's try with the first integer, n. Halimbawa, n. Kunyari, ano yan? Halimbawa, ano yan? Number 5. Halimbawa, 5. Siyempre, ang kasunod niya 6. Paano magiging 6? Siyempre, dagdagan mo ng 1. So, magiging n plus 1. Ito na yung kasunod na integer. Diba? O, siyempre, kasunod ng 6, 7. Paano magiging 7? Gamitin mo ulit yung n. So, magiging n plus 2. So, yan ang tatlong magkakasunod na integer. That's how you write the consecutive integers. Ang ating question is sum. So, of course, you need to add the 3 to get 33. It's easy, diba? As long as you understand the problem, you can actually solve or translate it into mathematical sentence. Let's proceed in this one. A cook used 5 pounds of carrots. If 2 pounds carrots was left, how many pounds did the cook bought? So, paano yan? Okay? A cook used 5 pounds. If 2 pounds of carrot was left, natira, ilan ang kanyang binili? Again, a cook used 5 pounds of carrots. Gumamit siya ng 5. 2 ang natira. Ilan yung binili niya? Okay? So, how will you write it? For example, ano bang letter naman? Z. Okay, Z represents as pounds of carrots. Okay? Ang natira 2. So, 2, diba? So, dapat equals 2. Gumamit siya ng 5. Ilan yung binili niya? So, ito yung tanong Z. So, parang pabalik ko siya sinolve. Depende sa strategy nyo, pero ganun ko siya naiintindihan. Parang pabalik ko siya sinolve. So, Z minus 5 is equal to 2. Okay? So, I hope you really understand this lesson. How about this one? Okay? Okay, we will have a very short introduction about unit of measurement. So, this is a quantity that used as a standard to express a physical quantity. Gaano kahaba itong video na to? Okay, so we can represent the length of this video with the use of time. Minutes, seconds, diba? So, that is an example of time. Ano ang height mo? You can express your height into centimeter, inches, diba? Gaano ka na kahabang nabubuhay? We represent the life that we have here on earth by age. Ilang taon. So, that is the essence of unit of measure. It is used to express a physical quantity. And we have different areas or respective units that is used. When in mass, this represents as bigat, yung weight. Okay? Now, of anything. Length is used to describe or a distance from one place to another place. Yung haba niya. Area, yung lawak. Yung lawak ng isang lugar o isang bagay. Time, as what I've said earlier. We also have volume, yung capacity na kung pwede, gaano kadami ang ilalagay mo sa isang container and or so on. And of course, temperature. malamig, mainit, so Celsius or Fahrenheit. So these are the respective units that is being measured. So meron yang mga uh, units na ginagamit specifically for mass, for length, for area, time, volume, and temperature. So I think that is the end of this video, of this lesson. I hope you understand, especially the translating mathematical sentence into English or vice versa. Okay, I'm gonna close the presentation first. Okay, I hope you learned a lot in this video or lesson. And again, unit of measurement will be discussed in the different video or different activity that I'll be sending in your respective Google Classrooms. And again, there will be a time for the activity, and I will be sending you a link in a YouTube link for you to watch a video about converting units of measure. So we will also have an activity for this. I really hope you learned a lot in this lesson. If you have questions, feel free to ask in our group chats or kindly email me. And thank you for watching this over and over again. And I hope you are all safe and healthy despite of that we have the new COVID virus. Okay. Thank you so much and have a good day.